everybody, I'm Kimberly Turner from cookingwithkimberly.com, and today I'm going to show you a really tasty and healthy recipe. It's romaine salad with roasted beets and grapes, and I'm going to serve it alongside a creamy herb dressing. This is how we do it. Okay, first things first, I have my beets, and I'm just going to peel them. I've cut off the ends. I'm going to peel them off. Now don't throw out those beet peelings. Put them in a resealable bag in the freezer and use them the next time you're making a soup or a stock. And it's a really great way to impart color and flavor and nutrition. Make sure you wash those beets off before you peel them. Okay, I'm going to cut these beets into bite-sized chunks. They'll also roast up a lot quicker than putting them in the oven whole. Now I've preheated my oven to 375 degrees. I just love roasted beets. Not only are beets good raw, but they're good pickled. They're good so many ways, but roasting is one of my favorites because it really enhances the sweetness and almost caramelizes it. It's such a beautiful vegetable. It gets all nice and tender, and you can use it for so many different things afterwards. Ooh, it's good. These are about, I don't know, 1.5 inch chunks, I would say. I used 4 beets. They were a little bit different sizes and shapes, but I don't know. I've got probably, I don't know, 3 cups, 2.5 cups of beets here. Eyeball it. Use whatever you have or whatever you feel like. All right, I'm going to hit these beets up with some olive oil, a little bit of salt, and some freshly cracked pepper. I'm going to toss them in a bowl, make sure they're nice and coated. Now spray or grease a pan or a roasting dish, or you can use a silicone mat if you want to. Dump them out. You get that nice olive oil. And just spread them out so they have some room. Now into the oven they go. I'm going to make sure that they're fork tender. I'm guessing about 20 minutes. I'm at least going to look at them in about 15. All right, let's get our lettuce prepared. Now I use a large bowl that I'm going to serve it in, and I just line it with some dry, clean paper towels so that I can soak up the rest of any water that's left on these lettuce leaves. Now I'm using a small head of romaine lettuce tonight. And I'm just going to, actually the ribs are pretty tender in these. I might just leave them in there. If they look nice or they're tender enough, leave them. So I'm just going to break it up into bite-sized pieces. There's nothing worse than salad hitting you in the face when you're trying to eat it. Make sure that you're giving people pieces of lettuce that they're able to handle. My dogs love the ribs of these romaine lettuce leaves. They're all sitting around waiting for me. They're not getting any today. Okay, so just dry off your salad as best you can with those dry paper towels. If you need to use another one, go ahead. I have a little bit of cabbage here, so I'm just going to finely slice it into thin shreds. I'd say that's about 1/8 of a cabbage. Now I'm just going to break up the shreds. And I'm going to toss that through with the lettuce now, as the foundation of this salad. So I have my grapes rinsed. You can use whatever kind of grapes you like. I suggest using seedless ones just because that's what most people prefer. But tonight I'm using red ones. You can use green or black or red or whatever color you want, okay? Now just pick off the ones that you like the most. Okay, I'm going to sprinkle some chili flakes on the salad just because that's what I like to do. I have freshly cracked black pepper. I'm sprinkling that all over top. I'm also going to season the dressing, but I like to season the salad too, except for the salt. Now I've got my grapes sitting on the side so that I can arrange them when the beets come out too. If I just put all the beets on top of the grapes, you won't see many grapes. So that's what we're going to do. They smell beautiful. They're sizzling up, and I'm just going to move them around a little bit and test them for doneness. I also love using beets for juice. Ooh, they're so good, nice and raw too. All right, let's use a knife. And these need a little while to go. I'm going to put them back in the oven for 15 minutes. And this is going to be a Napa Valley creamy citrus balsamic herb dressing. It's going to be awesome, okay? So I'm going to start with a nice bowl, first of all. I'm going to use a little bit of ground mustard. This is my go-to, my staple. I love using the ground mustard. You can use prepared mustard if you want as well. I'm using about 1/2 teaspoon. I'm going to add some chili flakes because I like everything spicy. I freshly cracked some pepper, in it goes. Get a little bit of salt in here. I'm also going to re-season and make sure that it all is tasting right, okay? All right, so I'm using this amazing Trace Citrus Balsamic Vinaigrette from Napa Valley Vinegar Company. This is what the bottle looks like. Make sure you check out my review on this stuff. It is stupendous, ridiculous. So that's what I'm going to use to lend the citrus flavor tonight. Instead of using a fresh lemon or a fresh lime or something like that, this is going to do a really beautiful job at giving some tang, and it's also going to color it a little bit with the darker brown color. Kind of cool, kind of different. So I'm going to add some yogurt. I'm using half mayo, half yogurt, and I'm going to thin it out maybe with a little bit of cream or milk. I'm going to see what it looks like. But I'm going to use a couple heaping teaspoons of the yogurt. I love using the Balkan style yogurt. It just has more full flavor. It is a little bit higher in fat content, but it's good for you, okay, as well. So, and it's very tasty and super versatile. I use this instead of sour cream a lot. I'm going to use an equal amount of mayonnaise. I'm going to drizzle about a tablespoon of this balsamic vinegar, which is citrus. Nice. Now they have a whole line of these awesome balsamics, all kinds of beautiful flavors. They have a cherry Bordeaux, I believe. They've got a vanilla fig, a blackberry ginger. They have a strawberry one. They've got a really fantastic barrel-aged, just regular one. These guys are outrageous. The balsamic is so thick, it's like a syrup, and it's so sweet and very flavorful. So this is going to lend a lot of flavor. Set that to the side for 1 second while I chop up my herbs. Now tonight I just went outside and got a garden variety of herbs from my garden. I have some chives, I've got some nice fresh basil, and I have some fresh parsley. And I'm just going to mince this up nicely. I'm making a little bit more dressing because I'm sure that it will come in handy for other things in the next couple days too. If we're going to make an herbed creamy dressing, we better put a lot of herbs in. Feel free to use whatever herbs you like. If you have cilantro in the garden, if you have some savory or anything you like. Even lavender works well in recipes. Into the bowl. We're going really healthy with every other part of dinner tonight, so I'm going to use a little bit of cream just to make it a little bit more decadent and delicious. We're going to thin that out with maybe a tablespoon of coffee cream. We're going to whisk it up, and then we're going to test for the taste. I'm just going to test for a little bit of taste. Oh, that's good. That's great. Put a little bit of salt, a little bit more pepper. Oh, that's good. The chives are nice in there. You can taste that citrusy flavor. It may not be the prettiest color. Actually, it is. I like it. It looks like chocolate milk, actually. But it is super tasty. Boy, that's good. There you go. That's what it looks like, okay? That is one tasty, tasty dressing. I'm going to retest it. Oh, so good. Oh, so good. It's going to be perfect on here. Now I'm just waiting for my beets to finish roasting, and I'll show you what this tastes like. You can use this on other salads as well. It's going to be a versatile dressing. It's creamy, it's herby, it's a little bit citrusy. What more could you ask for? Boy, that's good. Mom just had a taste of that dressing, and she's in love with it. Okay, so this is what it looks like, but it is tasty, wasty. Woo-wee. All right, these beets look good. I think that they might be done. Well, I might let them go. Yeah, they're about there. I'm gonna let them go maybe another 5 minutes in there, and I think we'll be happy, okay? Back in. Beautiful. These have to be done by now. Oh, they're gorgeous. They smell so good. You could just smell the sweetness, the sweet goodness. Look at these guys. You can do that. So easy. I'm gonna let these just cool off for a couple minutes before I throw them on my salad and wilt it off. I'm gonna get my steaks ready for dinner, and this is gonna be ready to eat. I can't wait. Okay, these roasted beets have cooled down a little bit, and I'm ready to assemble the rest of the salad and try it out for you guys. So I'm going to sprinkle it with a couple of these grapes, maybe half of what I collected here. I have about 1.5 cups, I'd say. I like to have a lot of stuff in my salad, especially if I'm only using a couple different ingredients to really showcase. All right, so we're going to put these beets on. We're going to scatter them about. It looks cool with the two different shapes of the same color. The beets are nearly the same color as the grapes. This is going to be so good. If you wanted to put a nice sheep's cheese or a goat cheese with this, that would be ideal. Oh man, that looks good. And I'm going to sprinkle some more grapes. That looks good. Now look at this stellar salad. Man, that looks great. Oh, I can't wait to try this with this creamy herb dressing. It looks amazing. I'm just going to plate some of this up. Make sure you get lots of grapes and lots of beets. The brighter the color, the healthier it is for you. It's a good general rule to follow. All right, a little bit of this awesome Napa Valley creamy balsamic herb dressing. Are you kidding me? Oh man, this is going to be so good. Now look at that salad. Oh man, hoo-wee. All right, I'm gonna try it. Mmm. 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 The flavors are complex altogether. That beautiful sweet roasted beef. What an awesome earthy flavor. That nice crisp lettuce and the crisp cabbage in there. Mm. Mm. The sweetness of the grape. Oh, that creamy herby dressing. You can taste the chives and the basil. Man, that's good. Mmm. This is a winning recipe. Oh, that's good. Mmm. Mmm. Everything about this salad is phenomenal. Mmm. I hope you try this recipe because you are really, really gonna love it. You could even use this for entertaining. It's a gorgeous presentation. That bright ruby color, burgundy beets and the red grapes looks amazing with that white colored cabbage and the gorgeous green leaves. Oh man, what a gorgeous salad. Anyhow, I hope you try that. And that's how you make a romaine salad with roasted beets and grapes and a beautiful Napa Valley creamy citrus balsamic herb dressing. Boy, you gotta try it. Be sure to check out Wine Country Kitchens online at winecountrykitchens.com for one of these gorgeous balsamics, or buy the whole line because you're gonna love them all. All right? Follow me on Twitter at Cooking with Kim E with a capital E. Like the fan page at facebook.com/cookingwithkimberly. My shows are on ifood.tv/cookingwithkimberly, youtube.com/cookingwithkimberly, and you can find me on Roku. Make sure you check out my website at cookingwithkimberly.com and subscribe. Interact with us. Let us know what's going down in your culinary world. That's it. That's all. Be a champion in your kitchen. Eat deliciously. Bye.